I want to talk to you a little bit about where we are. You always need to be cognizant of where your enterprise is. So here I have on this continuum, I have chaos and I have efficiency. Where are you? Obviously, we're always, as smaller enterprises, we're always in this realm, right? We're in the chaotic section. But there are some advantages. There are some advantages to being in chaos versus over here in the efficiency realm. What are some of these advantages and disadvantages? Well, number one, strategically, you've picked a point and you're marching towards it, right? So I want you to understand that when you pick a point and you're marching towards it, you're really talking about innovation, creating the best products, the highest quality, the best service, and sales, right? The other primary characteristic of being in a chaotic organization is you're anti-fragile. Anti-fragile. Whereas over here in the efficiency realm, you are very fragile. Why? Why would you say that you are anti-fragile? Because when you are an innovative organization, you have to be able to iterate and reiterate, and it's a generative process whereby you are constantly testing and killing your own products and services, and you need sales to live and eat. This is the anti-fragile realm. If you're fragile and you've got a startup, it's going to be very difficult for you to succeed. You've got to develop some thick skin very quickly. Strategically, you're going to position yourself into chaos. Why? Because large red and blue ocean companies can't handle you. They are constantly trying to figure out what it is that you're doing and how you're able to do it. You have to remember, just because they have money, distribution, brand equity, just because they have people and these resources does not mean that they can move the ship quickly. No, we're more innovative. We're anti-fragile. Now, unfortunately, we do not have a lot of bandwidth. We don't have the bandwidth that these large keystone competitors have. We don't have somebody to take the trash out, right? We are doing the negotiating with our raw materials and our supply agreements and doing the selling and taking the trash out, right? I've done it all. And I do it all, right? Because I don't have 14,000 people working for me. Right? I don't have departments within departments within departments. No, we're a smaller organization. Chaos is our friend. Chaos is our friend. We're anti-fragile. We're innovative. We move quicker, but that means that we have to do more. By that, I mean 12 plus hour days, my friends. Hey, let me tell you something. I had somebody not too long ago. She just got hired at Intel. And great salary, great company, and a little bit disheartened by something she just found out. They don't care if she works 9 to 5. They don't care if she works 9 to 2. All they care about is that the work is done. So that might mean that they give her work that requires her to work on the weekends, right? If you're going to work hard, you might as well work hard for yourself. It's going to take some time to build up the same kind of income, but it doesn't take 20 years, right? It might take a couple of years. 12-hour days, it's chaos. We've got to be looking at the bandwidth. We've got to be looking at this. There is a certain amount of entropy here. There's lack of order, right? But if you have a strategy, and let's say this is the point that you are marching towards, yes, it's going to be the zigzag trail to get there, but you will build your organization so that you can get there. And how are you going to build your organization? I want to give you a couple of tools. Trello, a very simple tool as a task management system. Slack, a very simple internal communication system, right? How about Team Gantt? This is both a task manager and a timing manager. You want to get there, you don't have the bandwidth or the efficiency, use technology. Use Trello, use Slack, use Team Gantt. These are very simple systems to use. Very simple. And here's the next big secret. If you want strategically to capitalize in your marketplace, again, we're going to use technology. And in no company is going to be able to grow and build and manage effectively without a CRM system. A CRM system is a customer relationship management software system. There's Salesforce, Infusionsoft, and we've talked about these. There's a lot of different, there's a lot of different CRM systems out there, and you need this. Why? Because this is where you put your customers and your potential customers, and you can start segmenting them into cold, warm, hot leads, or you'll be able to see what they buy, what they didn't buy. Strategically, you want to become more efficient. I do not want you to get on this end of the spectrum with 1 million people. I want you to use software. I want you to look at what it is that you can do to straighten this line out so that you can get to your vision faster, more efficiently, smarter, and better. You will manage your time. This is all about time affluence. Time affluency. Have you heard of this? Time affluency. Meaning that you actually have time to do other things. You're not requiring, this is the automated world we're living in, right? This is the automated world we're living in. We've got to use technology. We have to use technology in order to grow. And here's the other thing. With the CRM system, you're much more engaged. You have this engagement with your customers. And the more your customers engage with you, the more they buy from you. The more they buy from you. Bain, a private equity firm, did some research years ago and said that companies that are more engaged with their customers, those customers spend on average a 40% more. 40% more money? That's your current customer. I had somebody ask me one time, and it was an executive at a very large organization, and they said to me, she said, what's more important? Taking care of our current customer or getting a new one? And she thought, I think that she had me. And I said, your current customer. Your current customer. She said, yeah, but what about growth? And I said, it costs you so much more money to acquire a customer. Customer acquisition is so expensive. Whereas if you just keep your current customers happy, they may spread the word for you and do the customer acquisition for you. They will evangelize for you. Third-party endorsements are much more effective than push ads. Much more effective. Think of strategically. This is all strategic chaos, right? Think strategically. Where are you on the continuum? Yes, you want to keep moving over here, but I don't want you to get so far over you become Xerox. You remember Xerox? The copy company, the copier company? Guess what they sold for $24,000? They sold the mouse. They sold the mouse for $24,000 to Apple. Why? Because it wasn't within their strategic plan. They didn't have enough strategic chaos. They didn't have enough innovation. I'm Senor Chavez, and now we're cooking with gas.